Hello everybody and welcome on into the final video of 2023, and that is of course my Lego Marvel Phase 5 Part 1 CMF series. Included in this series is every single show and every single movie of Phase 5 that we've gotten this year, as well as in each single movie and series there are 2 of the minifigures from it. So without further ado, let's get on into the video. Kicking off the series with the first movie in Phase 5, we of course have Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. And for this character, I decided to go with Quaz and Veb, which are the two, they're kind of like tribe members from down in the Quantum Zone. So over on the left, we have a build for Quaz, not using any new pieces, just coming with all new torso as well as leg printing with dual molded legs. He has a base color of navy with some dark brown boots there. He also has an all new face print, as well as comes with the fin hair piece in black. He also comes with a scarf in dark red around his neck. And for an accessory, I decided to build Veb and give him an all new mold there. So as you can see, I tried to merge a few pieces together, as well as gave it all custom printing there, and tried to capture the blobby essence that Veb has in the movie. Moving on to the next minifigure from Quantumania, and the final minifigure from Quantumania, we of course have one of the Kang variants, that of course being Pharaoh Rama Tut, which played actually a pretty prominent role in the end and had some nods all throughout the MCU, as he did appear on the back of a sweater in Moon Knight. But yeah, here he is. He uses an all new crown piece there in gold with some black printing there, as well as he carries a all new staff piece in gold modeled off of the Loki scepter, as well as the snake scepter that is in Ninjago. He comes with all new torso printing as well as leg printing, which is dual molded with gold and black, as well as dual molded arms, which also have some printing on it. His face print is also all new printing. Moving on into the next movie of this series, and of course we did not get a Disney Plus show break in between these movies. Of course, this next one is from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and that of course is Kraglin and Cosmo, as we've never gotten either of these minifigures. For Kraglin's outfit, I decided to go with the end credit scene, which is with his new Guardians outfit, and I wanted to make it as nice as possible, as you can army build with the torso, as it is an updated version of the Guardians torso from the sets earlier on in this year. He has an updated torso print as well as leg printing there with a bit more detail on the boots, as well as I gave him some new arm printing there. He comes with the arrow piece in gold to simulate Yondu's Yaka arrow that he uses, as well as he has Yondu's fin in dark red instead of the translucent red, which Yondu had in the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 sets. He comes with all new face printing there, showing his scar on the side, as well as he comes with a Cosmo, the space dog accessory, as the, I guess, other figure of it. She comes with an all new mold itself. It is a base of the dog, but with an all new head sculpt, as well as the outfit with the red ring around the neck is molded on there with a bit of printing showing the CCCP, which is the company that, I guess, sent her to space. And of course, because Lego never makes the villains from these Guardians of the Galaxy movies, I of course had to include the High Evolutionary in this series. This is hands down one of my favorite minifigures I've ever drawn. I gave him all new torso printing with some side arm printing, as you can see, as well as all new leg printing, which is dual molded with purple and black there, with even some shoe printing there in the navy blue. I also gave him an all new hat mold, which is an extension of his head, which shows the kind of build he has around his head there that holds the face in place, as you can see at the end of the movie. It's not very pretty underneath there. I also gave him an all new belt piece right there, as well as for an accessory I gave him little baby Rocket with an all new face expression. Now moving on into the worst show of this year for Marvel, and one that had so much potential. We have our first minifigure from Secret Invasion, that being of course Nick Fury in his finale outfit. This minifigure is actually really fun to draw. and is pretty simple. He comes with the beanie in dark red, as well as an all-new face expression, showing the withered and aged Nick Fury that we haven't actually seen in LEGO before. He comes with a pretty standard torso print, as well as leg printing, which is all new printing, which carries down from, of course, the torso down to the legs there. I also gave him a bit of side arm printing there, just to show more wrinkles in the jackets there, as well as for an accessory I gave him the goon gun in black, as well as a clear cylinder to represent the harvest, which is the serum that has all of the Avengers blood in it. And of course I had to include the villain of Secret Invasion, which of course is Gravik the Skrull, but of course this doesn't look like him as a Skrull right now, as in this figure I have included an extra head, which we will get on into in a second. He comes with all new torso printing, as well as an all new face expression, as well as on the left side of his arm you can see there is a bit of printing there as well to show the Groot powers that he has in the show. He comes with just plain black legs, as well as the new hairpiece from the Falcon Captain America minifigure in black. And of course, here is his version, which is Skrullified. He comes with an extra hand as well as face print there, with the Skrull headpiece that came in the first Captain Marvel set, as well as it has a bit of printing on there, which I think is a very, very nice inclusion. And now moving on into a much, much better show that ended perfectly. We of course have our first minifigure from Loki, which of course is Ouroboros, also known as OB. For him, I didn't give him any new pieces, as it is pretty simple to build him here. He comes with the Superman hairpiece in black, as well as an all-new face expression torso print, as well as leg printing, which is dual molded with the shoes there in brown. He also comes with a bit of side arm printing there, with the bit of cyan there, as well as an accessory I gave him the TVA handbook on a 1x2 flat tile, as well as a wrench piece to show that he is a mechanic. And because of course this is the multiverse saga, I of course had to include another Kang variant, that of course being Victor Timely and Miss Minutes, because I needed another accessory for this figure. For Victor Timely, he was a pretty fun character to draw, and he is pretty simple. There isn't much extreme printing on him. I gave him Monica Rambeau's hairpiece from the first Lego Marvel minifigure series, as well as an all-new face print there with his signature glasses and mustache. He also comes with an all-new torso print there, which carries down through the hips into the legs for the slightest bit of detail there. He does not come with any side leg printing or side arm printing. However, he does come with his temporal loom piece right there, which is a bunch of new pieces put together, as well as the little droid hands on the bottom there. I also gave him Miss Minutes as an accessory, close to what I did with Veb there, which is an all-new piece using a new printed 2x2 round tile there as the face. And now moving on into the Marvel set of characters. This one I had a bit of trouble with, as there were a lot of really good characters from this, but a few of them I was already using in my Lego The Marvels custom set. So I decided to make Binary, which is the Maria Rambeau variant of Captain Marvel in the X-Men universe. And to symbolize the X-Men, I decided to give her a all-new book cover piece, which is a tablet in transparent blue, showing the medical specs of her daughter in the other universe, which of course is Monica Rambeau. And of course you can see a little picture of her on the piece right there, with of course above it the X-Men logo. For her, I gave her all new torso, hip, and leg printing, as well as an all new face expression. She also comes with the Finn hair piece in black. I also gave her all new arm printing there, with a Power Blast piece in translucent orange. And of course it isn't your standard translucent orange Power Blast piece, because Mechabricks doesn't carry it, and I couldn't use anything to find the angle I wanted, so I had to use the best I could. And of course, keeping with the theme of including the main villain of all these movies and TV shows, we of course up next have Dar-Benn, who wasn't featured in the Marvel's Lego set. However, I did include her in my custom one, which you can go check out on my channel right now. For her, I gave her no new pieces except the skirt in the olive green, which I think worked really, really well. I also gave her a staff piece with some printing on that cheese slope, as well as that modified 1x1 brick. She comes with the same build that I did in the custom set, as well as the same hair type of style there, with the purple being the other color on that light gray, as well as she has all new torso printing and dual molded legs there, with the boots being in dark stone gray, as well as one of her hands has some dual molded essence to it, with the gold representing her other nega band there. She also has some arm printing at the top there, and also comes with an all new face expression. And finally, moving on into the last section of this video with the last show, which of course is What If Season 2. And I wanted to choose two figures from this series that really stood out in the series itself. So of course for that I had to go with the first one being Kahorti from Season 2, Episode 6, I believe. This is the all-new original character from the show, and this episode is basically based off of what if the Tesseract fell into the Haudenosaunee community. So with that, I built the character from that episode. This is Kahorti. She comes with an all-new hairpiece in black, as well as comes with an all-new feather piece, which can attach to a hole at the back of the hair. She comes with all-new face expression, torso printing, hip printing, as well as leg printing, as well as some arm printing, which is dual molded with the dark tan as well as translucent blue, kind of like what they did with Vision. Honestly, this figure turned out really amazing, and I love all the markings all throughout the body. I tried to capture as much of the lines and patterns as I could there, which is why it does look a bit busy. However, I didn't use as many black lines as I was supposed to, because I wanted to make it look as cartoony as I could. But moving on into the final figure of this series, and that of course is Doctor Strange Supreme, who I'm surprised we haven't seen in Lego yet, as he's a prominent character in Season 1 and Series 2, and he hasn't showed up in either of the CMFs thus far. But anyways, for him, I gave him the Dog Trainer hairpiece in black, as well as carries some gray streaks on the side to show the aging of Doctor Strange. I also gave him an all-new cowl in purple with some gold trimming around the side, which is the same for the all-new cape piece there. I also gave him all-new torso printing with some side arm printing there, and the torso printing carries down into the legs there, carrying the same type of printing that all the Doctor Strange minifigures have. I also gave him two green discs as the accessory, as we haven't gotten these disc pieces in green so far for a Doctor Strange minifigure yet, and he uses the green a lot in the show. First face print, I gave him a old and kind of malnourished type of look that he carries in the movie, with his very slim face, with an all-new goatee and some bags under the eyes to show his weariness. But there you guys have it, all 12 minifigures from my Lego Marvel Phase 5 Part 1 CMF series. But of course, this set wouldn't be done without the box art, which I have right here. This is set 76350. It is Series 1, as there will be a Part 2 coming out next year, or in 2025, I believe, because that is when Phase 5 will end. Of course, you have all the logos and stuff that you get with your Lego Marvel box. Of course, it is in the new box style instead of the bag, as that is what Lego has moved to with these new minifigure series. But anyway, guys, if you guys did go on to enjoy the video, please make sure to subscribe and like the video, as it shows me what you guys like to see, as well as it shows me the other people who may enjoy my content. And you guys have a fantastic rest of the year, and I'll see you guys next year.